Right, now we can see the space. We'll see if we can get one of these nice meaty metal gear servos in there to do the work. So that's going to fit there. Ideally we'll reuse that. So what we want to do is fit that in there somewhere. If we need to trim back a little bit further. Could do with it going back just a little bit further. Would that fit in that way? We need to retain these pieces because they hold the top of the steering in place. And those bits there go to there to hold the chassis in place, not chassis, the body shell in place. So we can't chop them off. It's just if it was that way up, then it's quite easy for the servo arm to come out that way and move that way. If you put it in that way up, you can still do the same basic job. I have to trim out these bits and see whether we can get it in low enough. Those go up in there, up to that height. Right, I'll do a bit of trimming and see what we can fit in there. Well, not quite ideal. I can get the servo in there, and that does fit in there nicely, but there's not enough clearance now to put this piece back in there. It's rubbing up against the end there, and then when the servo arm's on the front of that, it'll be even tighter. So what we're going to have to do is 3D print something. Obviously I can do a straight through bar. That won't be too difficult. We just need to figure out what we want on the side of it. Yeah, because that's actually designed to go back, right back there somewhere. just pop that out again. Put the wheels on so you can see what we're talking about. Oh, that's upside down. That's going to be in there like that. Is that right? Oh, it's got to be the other way. It's got to be that way. Oh, it does fit that way. Why couldn't I do that first time? Because I'm old and stupid, I expect. Right, yeah, that's got to fit in there like that. And there's not enough room for that to go in there at the same time. That's actually got to be quite a lot further forwards. And that moves backwards and forwards a bit as it turns as well. And those bits just there are the stops that stop it going too far. So we're going to have to do a bit of design work there to get that to fit in there, whichever way round we do it. It's going to have to be that sort of thickness, not the extra bit. I should think if I simply have a pillar coming up this way vertically with a slot in it and a peg sticking out of here, that will actually do the steering for us. Just a rough sketch of what I want. So a straight through bar instead of one with a kink in it, with that bit going up there for the servo peg to point through. So I need to do some measurements now and then we'll try and 3D print it. Right, well, first print of the push rod, lots of problems. Got to do quite a bit of work on that to sort that out. Somehow or other I've got my measurements completely wrong. That is supposed to be there, centered. So I'm about, how have I got that far out? I'm about 5-6 millimeters out. Something I measured was wrong. Okay, but apart from that, I can see it doesn't need to be as high as I've made it either. I know what I've done there. I've used the top measurement there. Is the top measurement there. The actual hole should be down quite a bit further. And as I say, about, well, that's 4 millimeters. Yeah, about 6 millimeters further that way. Okay. Not too bad for a first attempt. Right, I'm just checking the amount of toe in, as we call it, where the front wheels are actually pointing inward slightly. That's with the original. And this is my 3D printed rod. I think that looks about the same. Just check that again. Try. That's all going to fall apart now. Of course it's. I'm just doing this because I put that blue one on there and it just looked, it was so far in. But no, I reckon that's the same. Because when it lays flat, it's a bit different. Yeah. Okay, let's put that back in again. Put the cover on. Come on, line up. Yeah, it is all right. That looks right. Still haven't got the this quite right yet, though. I've over adjusted it or overcompensated for the mistake I made the first time. Yeah, I've gone. How have I gone so far the other way now? Just can't believe that. Yeah. First one, this bit here was right over here. And I've gone too far the opposite way. It's actually got to be centered right there. How could I get that so wrong twice? Well, I know how. Yeah, me. Never mind. That's what 3D printers are all about. You can keep checking it until you get it right. Just put that on there again. Check it for clearance. Right. On this one, it's got little stops on either side that catch on the inside of the bodywork to stop it going too far. And on the blue one, I've got them on the bottom, catching on the bottom of the bodywork. And again, they're right. I'm tempted to actually change that so we can move the wheels further. So we can turn a bit tighter, but we'll try and get it right the first time, and then we'll worry about trimming it. I can always file that down or saw it so we can go a bit further. Got to get this right though. It's got to be there. The middle of that should be there. Right, version 3. Got a tester lined up for it. I've just got a screw through there at the moment. It's not as wide as it should be, so we've got a fair bit of slop there. But we can see the general idea. If I just put that on auto. Yeah, that looks good. So we need to sort out a peg there that's a bit thicker than that screw. But I think I've got the dimensions right in the end. Turn that off, see if we can get this in place, just so we can at least see it working the way it should. Okay, that's all in place. So now we can okay, so we've made progress. Switch that off. That's good. That's not as hard as I was thinking it might be. Like I said, that's just a... I'll just take that off and you can see what I mean. That's just a screw there. That's not big enough for that hole that I've made there. So I'll put some sort of sleeving on that to thicken it up, so there isn't quite so much play. Yeah, that'll do for tonight. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, check down below in the video description. If you like this video, you might like this one up here. And if you want to subscribe, you can check out my channel over here. Up here is my latest video on my channel, and down here is a video playlist associated with the video you've just watched. Thanks again for watching.